Well, what is up, NFL draft fanatics? It is your boy Mark here with Marky Sports, and I have a really fun episode for today. After watching the combine and watching some of these guys run, I had noticed that there are some incredible names in this NFL draft. So, what we're going to be ranking today is the top 12 names in the NFL draft. And trust me, it was hard. I wanted to do top 10, but I just couldn't leave a couple guys off the list. So, we're making it top 12. We got some honorable mentions too. So, let me know what y'all think below in the comment, man. And while you're down there, subscribe if you're not a subscriber and like the video. It'll help me out. But let's have a little bit of fun today and get rolling with the top 12 names in the 2025 NFL Draft. Starting off with number 12, Chamir Dyke. Obviously, for a lot of different reasons, this is a great name. Now, what you'll notice in this draft is there's actually a lot of guys with some awesome names. But the dudes that ultimately ended up making my top 12 list have a great first and last name. So Chamir, it's a hell of a cool name, super unique. And Dyke, we already know he probably got made fun of a little bit in high school. So number 12 is Chamir Dyke. Number 11 is one of my favorite players, man. Somebody that I would love for my Denver Broncos. One of the probably, I'm going to go out on the limb and say I haven't done my wide receiver rankings yet, and I'm going to soon. And if I'm not including Travis Hunter as a wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka might be the best receiver in this draft. But he also has a phenomenal name, Emeka Egbuka. You know, not much has to be said there. Love the player, love the name. It flows, sounds powerful. So Emeka Egbuka, you are number 11 in the top 12 NFL draft names. Number 10 is Zeke Biggers. And the coolest thing about Zeke Biggers is he is a big man, a very, very big man. Zeke is always a cool, first name. Last name being Biggers. I love it. It'd be even cool if it was like Bigger with no S, because, then it would just be like, who's big? I'm bigger. It's funny. Akbar Baja Biamila, and his brother's name is Kabir. Well, funny story in case you guys don't know. Kabir means big in Arabic, and Akbar means bigger. So they kind of did the same thing, but in a different language, in case you guys were wondering about that. So there you go. Maybe learn a thing or two on the channel today. All right, Zeke Biggers. All right, number 9, and I'm going to probably mess this up, is Oluwafemi Oladejo or Oladejo. Anytime you have these cool African names, man, I love it. Oluwafemi is awesome, and Oladejo is phenomenal too. Powerful name. Love the double O's. Probably has a lot of great nicknames. Olu Oladejo, even if you just shortened it, is dope. So that is my number 9 name. And some of these guys you can arguably like move around. I just, I based it really off of what I liked. And then as we got going, what I really thought was actually really funny. So number 8 is one of the running backs that's actually going to be flying up draft boards for sure, is Bayshul Tootin. And he is going to be tooting the rock. And I love the name Bayshul. So Bayshul Tootin is a pretty sweet name overall. So yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Bayshul Tootin, you are number 8, man. Number 7 is Konata Mumpfield. This is where you start to get into the names where you're like, this might be a Key and Peele skit. It is not. It is real. Konata is a top-tier first name, and the last name of Mumpfield makes it almost seem like he's some sort of a made-up character, right, in a children's book. The Mumpfield family, the main character's name is Konata. Konata Mumpfield is number 7. Moving on to number 6, we got none other than Aeneas Peebles. This guy had to make the list. He probably should even be top 5, to be honest with you, because Aeneas Peebles is just, not only is he a really good player, but that's just such a good name, man. Aeneas, cool, powerful name. And then Peebles sounds like a candy or some cereal you're about to eat with your milk. So it's a nice mix of strong and powerful and kiddish and childish. Aeneas Peebles, you are numero 6. Getting into the number 5, anytime you got somebody in the draft that's first name is Tonka, and he is the size of a Tonka truck, Tonka Hemingway. And this is definitely a Key and Peele skit type of name as well. It's almost like somebody made it up, right? Because Hemingway, you think of like, the author, the poet, the guy that, literature and philosophy or whatever the hell he used to write about. And then you got Tonka as your first name. Very confusing overall, very polar opposites. But when you put it together, Tonka Hemingway is A hell of a name, especially for a big, big boy that Tonka Hemingway is. All right. Moving on to number 4. Had to have this one because it's dope. Your first name is Princely. You're going to make the list, period. I mean, that is a tier right below Kingsley, right? I mean, Princely is such a good name. And then Uman Mielian is one of the funnest last names to say. Princely Uman Mielian. I think that's how you say it. It's fun. It's hard, but I love it, man. So Princely Uman Mielian, you are number 4. All right, moving on into the top 3. This one was my favorite. This one is probably my favorite name, but I had to put the other 2 because they're straight up out of a Key and Peele skit. They're just epic names. You're really going to think that someone made those the next 2 names up. But what I love about this name is I don't care if he pronounces it Jamon Dumas Johnson. To me, his name is Jamon Dumbass Johnson, right? Which is just epic. And you already know that he added the dash Johnson as he got older because people were calling him Jamon Dumbass, and that's just an awesome name in so many different ways. So Jamon Dumbass Johnson, you are number 3, man. Here we go. Let's get into the top 2. Number 2 is Ulysses Bentley IV. I don't really have to say nothing else. That is just an epic name. Ulysses, unbelievably strong name. Bentley, phenomenal, last name, strong, powerful, nice car, what you think of. And to think that there was 3 people before him named Ulysses Bentley is epic. So, yes, that's a real name. Ulysses Bentley IV. And coming for the number 1 spot, this was tough, is none other than Torricelli Simpkins III. Tell me it don't sound like a Key and Peele name, man. Torricelli is such a dope, Italian name, but he's not Italian. Maybe it's Torricelli. I don't know. But Torricelli's sick. Simpkins, got to love the last name. And then to spice it all up at the end, you got to add the 3rd. So Torricelli Simpkins III, congratulations. You are the number 1 player on my 2025 top 12 NFL draft names list. So hell yeah. And then we'll get into a couple of honorable mentions. This slide got a little bit messed up. But there's so many good ones, man. Ashton Gelati. Now that I'm saying it out loud, he probably should have made my top 12. But Ashton Gelati is such, you say Gelati, this is how you're talking. Then you're saying Ashton Gelati. That's such a good name. Tetaroa McMillan, obviously we know a lot of people's wide receiver 1. Big, great guy. But Tetaroa is a sweet name. McMillan, Tet McMillan, got to love it. I put Matthew Golden and Kobe King on here because I just think Matthew Golden's a dope name. I mean, Matthew, he didn't make it because that's just a very simple first name, but you're a wide receiver, Golden, lots you could do with that. Kobe King, got to love that name. LaQuint Allen, one of my favorite running backs without a doubt in this draft, but LaQuint is just such a cool name. Konata Mumpfield, he's dope. Hey, he made the top 12 list. Did I screw this up? I think I did. Hold up. Yeah, I did. My bad. He ain't getting an honorable mention. I just didn't take him off the honorable mention list. Like I said, it was hard. Gunnar Helm, dope name. And your name is Gunnar. It's a pretty sweet name. Armand Membu, phenomenal player. I don't really know why I didn't put him on the list. I think I was just trying to decide between him and Konata Mumpfield. I just didn't end up taking Konata Mumpfield out because it's just a unique name. But Armand Membu, Ozzy Trapillo, phenomenal names. Ariante Ursary is fantastic. And then I had to include Jackson Dart because when you're a quarterback and your name is Jackson Dart, I think it's pretty dope. There's a lot of them, guys. I want to know what you guys' favorite is. If there's any names that really stood out to you below in the comments, so let me know. And yeah, so that's my list. Top 12 names in the 2025 NFL Draft. I got a lot of great content, some film reviews coming out. If there's any film breakdowns you want to see, let me know below. But y'all make sure to spend time with those that you love the most, man. Stay cool. Have a good one. And until next time, peace out, baby.